What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be going over Google Ads keyword research. So I'm going to give you a 5-step process that you can follow. No matter what business you have, this process should work for you. So let's get started, and we're here in Google Ads. Now, the 5-step process I'm going to be going through today is basically when I'm setting up a new Google Ads search campaign. This is how I would first get started with keyword research. Now, the very first thing is you need to understand Google Ads keyword match types. I'll go through them in this video. If you don't have an understanding of them, it's going to be very difficult to find the right keywords for your campaigns. You want to make a list of the landing pages where you're going to be sending traffic to, and you can also note the page titles for each of your landing pages just to kind of have an idea of some of the keywords that your landing page is already targeting. Your landing pages should probably already be optimized for SEO. If they're just standalone landing pages, they may not be, but you may already have some landing pages built, and that's where we want to get started. Where are we sending traffic to? Because that's how we're going to organize our ad groups. Number 3, we're going to use the Google Keyword Planner, and I use that a lot more now to find new keyword and landing page ideas. So what you're trying to do is basically come up with, these are the landing pages where we're sending traffic to. Here are some ideas for some new landing pages where we can send traffic to that we need to create on our website. And then what we can do is use the built-in Google Ads campaign keyword tool. I will show you where this is and how to use it while you're building a campaign and while you're creating your ad group so you can find all of the keywords for that ad group. Last but not least, use the Google Ads search terms report not only to find negative keywords, but also new keyword ideas that you can optimize your campaigns for a little bit better. If you have a keyword that is constantly coming up in your search terms report, that is a good idea for a landing page, especially if you don't have a good landing page for that keyword yet. So let's get started, and let's get started first by going over Google Ads keyword match types. So I'm going to come in here directly to Google Ads Help and show you the example they have about keyword match types. Now there's 3 different keyword match types through Google Ads. If you are targeting the keyword lawn mowing service, first things first, the way you would target that keyword, there's either broad match, there's phrase match, or there's exact match. If you're targeting it within your campaign, if you put no notation around the keyword at all, you just enter the keyword, that's a broad match keyword. If you put quotes around the keyword, that's a phrase match keyword. And if you put brackets around the keyword, then it's an exact match keyword. The way that Google describes these 3 different keyword match types, broad match may show on searches that relate to your keyword. Phrase match may show on searches that include the meaning of your keyword. And exact match ads may show on searches that are the same meaning as your keyword. If I'm recommending one keyword match type, it would be phrase match, because if we come down here, broad match is basically will match all sorts of relevant keywords and a lot of irrelevant keywords. Phrase match is going to match a lot of different relevant keywords and much less irrelevant keywords. And exact match is basically going to limit your volume slightly. For advertisers with huge budgets who want to do a ton of testing, that's where you can use broad match, because you can constantly go in your search terms report to using negative keywords to get rid of keywords you don't want to target. So to continue showing this example here, if you're targeting lawn mowing service as a broad match keyword, then when someone searches lawn aeration prices, something with really a whole different meaning, in my opinion, not somebody who's actively looking for a lawn mowing service. They may be looking for a lawn aeration service, which is different. So broad match keywords, they may show on searches that relate to your keywords, but you're going to have plenty of searches and plenty of clicks that are going to be keywords that just don't convert as well as phrase match and exact match. Phrase match, if you're targeting lawn mowing service, it may match lawn mowing service near me, hire company to mow lawn, landscaping service to cut grass. 3 really relevant searches in my opinion. Exact match will match searches that are basically the same or very, very similar. Lawn mowing service, grass cutting service. So it may be things related to different synonyms, misspellings. It's going to be things that are very tied and close in meaning. Phrase match will expand it a little bit, so that's why I prefer to use phrase match when I am targeting keywords, but you can also test broad match keywords if you have a larger budget. Exact match keywords can be useful for smaller budgets, and also if you want to really keep your keyword targeting as tight as possible. So first things first, we should have a good understanding of the different keyword match types within Google Ads. I will show you one more example of some of the different keywords that matched for the same exact keyword that I was targeting for broad, phrase, and exact match. So I'll show you that later on in the video. The second step I usually do is I will list the landing pages and the page titles for my Google Ads campaign. So if I'm running a Google Ads campaign for my website, beachfrontdecor.com, I'm going to be sending a lot of traffic to my product category pages. So I'm in the back end of my WordPress website. I have 811 total product category pages. So creating 811 ad groups would be way too many ad groups. So one of the things that you can do is get started by pulling out some of the landing pages where you really want to send traffic to, and then we'll note the page title as well. So just creating an example spreadsheet here just for this tutorial, I have this page title here, I have a landing page URL over here. So this would be the corresponding page title for this landing page URL. So I already know, okay, this is where I'm going to be sending traffic for my Google Ads campaign. These are going to be some of the main keywords that I'm targeting related to the page title. If I'm sending somebody to a page with mermaid themed area rugs, this is my page title, this is my page here. I want to make sure I'm targeting the most relevant keywords, so I only want to reach people who are actively searching for mermaid rugs. If you're not actively searching for that, then I'd rather you not see my mermaid rug advertisement. So the ultimate goal of Google Ads and the ultimate goal of our keyword research is to create really organized campaigns. Each of these landing pages and page titles will represent a different ad group that we need to create. The page titles are going to represent the keywords that we're going to target. We will target more keywords than just what the page title says. The landing page URL is where we'll be sending traffic to, and our advertisements need to be very relevant to each individual landing page where we're sending traffic to. Then what we can do is create a really organized and relevant campaign where we're constantly showing the best possible ads to people that are searching our targeted keywords. So number 2, a good way to organize your campaign is to list those landing pages and page titles for your Google Ads campaign. Number 3, now we're going to start with the keyword research aspect of it. So we have our landing pages here. One thing I want to note before I actually go into the Google Keyword Planner for our third step here is there are a few different paid keyword research tools that give you really good insights into your competitors' Google Ads and will also give you really good insights into some different keywords that you can target that may not be prevalent in the Google Keyword Planner, may not be showing up as much. So the 3 tools that you can use. Number 1 is SEMrush, and this is not going to be a cheap tool. Their plans are fairly expensive, over $100 a month. But if you are running massive Google Ads campaigns, if you really need an all-in-one marketing tool, that's where SEMrush can come into play. But you can see your competitors' keywords and you can find some additional keywords for your campaigns. You can also track a lot of the keywords that you're targeting within SEMrush as well. So you can kind of say, okay, here's 10 different keywords we're not targeting enough that have a lot of search volume. Let's start targeting these keywords and optimizing our campaign for them as well. The other tool is going to be Ahrefs, also more expensive tool. This is with their Site Explorer. If we scroll down here, you can see paid traffic research for your competitors, and you can see where they funnel their paid traffic, essentially what their landing pages are. Last but not least, SpyFu. SpyFu is going to be the least expensive option for a keyword research, SEO, PPC tool. They'll also give you backlinks. This is a really good tool, and it's really cheap. I think the yearly plans are under $200 a year. So SpyFu is a really good tool. I generally use SpyFu and SEMrush the most. Those are the 2 paid tools I use the most. Just want to tell you about them. If we're talking about Google Ads keyword research, if you're spending a lot of money on campaigns, you're planning to spend a lot of money on campaigns, or you are somebody who works with a lot of clients, those keyword tools can be really useful for you. You can also see your competitors' advertisements, your competitors' keywords, your competitors' landing pages. All of those can give you great insights as you're trying to optimize your campaign. Let's get into step 3, and we're going to use the Google Keyword Planner for new keyword and landing page ideas. So let's come over here and open up our Google Ads account. So we're in our Google Ads account. This account exists just for tutorials, so don't worry about my 2 drafts here. We're going to come into Tools and Settings, and under Planning, you're going to see the Keyword Planner. So this is where you want to start first. You can find it through the Tools and Settings menu. You can also just do a Google search for Keyword Planner, and it will come up. A few different things. Discover new keywords is all I'm going to be going over in this video. You can get search volume and forecasts for different keywords that you want to target, and you can organize keywords into ad groups. I've done some extensive Google Keyword Planner tutorials, and I've gone over some of these things, so I will link all of those relevant videos at the very top of this video description, right underneath my initial description. So if you're interested in how to use the Keyword Planner to actually create a Google Ads search campaign, and how to use the Keyword Planner to do keyword research in general, I will link to all of the videos I have on my channel that I've created really within the last 6 months that are really useful for all of that. So let's discover new keywords. And the main reason I've been using Keyword Planner for Google Ads campaigns is really to kind of expand my existing keyword list. So when I create a list of landing pages like this and all of my page titles, I already have a good idea of the types of keywords that I want to target and where I'm sending traffic to. So for the Google Keyword Planner, one of the things I'll do is we'll start with keywords here. And what I try to do is find new keywords for pages that I can create on my website so I can target more keywords and keep things more relevant within my Google Ads campaign. So hopefully that all makes sense. But basically, if I'm targeting keywords related to beach bedding, so let's just, using our keyword list over here, some of the things I have are some beach bedding sets, beach comforters, I have throw blankets, turtle bedding sets, mermaid, shark. So entering some of these keywords that I know I'm going to be targeting within my campaign there. So let's say beach bedding, coastal bedding, we'll say shark bedding. I think I had mermaid bedding. So I know I can target keywords like nautical bedding. I have a page on my website for that. We'll add it to our spreadsheet eventually. So we could start with some of these different keywords here: beach bedding, coastal bedding, shark bedding. Maybe we'll do beach comforters. And basically where I start is I will take all these keywords, click on get results, and then really what I'm trying to do is expand the keywords that I can target. So if we scroll down here, they're going to give me the most, first off the keywords I entered, and then the most relevant keywords that to the ones that I have already entered. So what I'll generally do is, all right, I know I'm going to be targeting these keywords. What we're doing on the left-hand side, through these keyword ideas, I'm trying to find some keywords that are here, like a coastal quilts, 1,300 average monthly searches, pretty low bids here, high competition, but that's not a huge deal. Coastal quilts, that is a very good keyword for me to target, so let's take that keyword here. Coastal comforter sets, we'll take that one. Let's see something like beach themed bedding, tropical bedroom, specific brand names. I'm not going to be targeting any of those. So beach themed bedding, to me, that's the same keyword as beach bedding. If we target beach bedding as a phrase match keyword, it will match beach themed bedding. So that's not something that I need to add to my keyword list. So what we're really trying to do is almost find brand new topics for the ad groups that we can create. So tropical duvet cover, palm tree bedding, mermaid sheets. If we keep coming down here, beach sheets. I have beach comforter up here, so I don't need to add comforter set. Coastal duvet covers, nautical bedspreads, nautical quilts. So you kind of get the idea. What we're trying to do is come through here and find really any keyword that we can target, and keywords that I can create new pages for, new landing pages with relevant products that not only I can rank a little higher for my search engine optimization efforts, but I can also plan out my Google Ads campaign a little bit better. So what I'll do up here is I'll click on this drop down arrow, and what we can do is click on campaign ad group. We can add a new campaign, create some new ad groups within our campaign, and start building this out within the keyword planner. Instead of doing that, what I'll generally do is go through, take some of these different keywords, add these to my saved keywords to create a plan. Why I like doing this is, and I would go through and add way more than 11 keywords. So you want to keep doing this, is going through, doing more searches, doing more bedding searches, trying to find really any possible idea with some search volume where we can start targeting those keywords. I kind of come from, I prefer to target more keywords, especially when I'm first creating my campaign, because if things aren't converting or if things aren't getting enough clicks, then what I can always do is remove them from my campaign. Come over to our saved keywords over here, and one of the things I like is they'll basically give us a forecast of total monthly search volume for the keywords that we're targeting here, and this is basically just looking at the last 12 months. And then if we scroll down here, you can actually see some more data for all of these different keywords that we're targeting. And what we can do is we can come up to the top and we can download these to a CSV file at any time. If we click on add keywords, we can always add more keywords to our plan. So if I come over to my spreadsheet, I can take some of these keywords out, add those to our plan as well. Just copy and paste them here, click on save, and now we have more keywords in there. Organized keywords, negative keywords, I'm not going to be going over in this video. I haven't used organized keywords in the keyword planner all that often. I tend to just do it on my own. The other thing you can do is if you build a huge list of saved keywords and we click on all saved keywords, you can actually get some type of idea for how much traffic is going to cost for the keywords that you're targeting. Now the conversions and the conversion data isn't overly perfect here. So if we just say our conversion rate is 3%, our value per conversion is $25, let's say. So we'll enter those. This is saying if we have a $30 daily budget, we'll get 8 conversions, $210 conversion value. Our cost is way too high, so if these were the keywords we're targeting, we would have to increase our conversion rate or our value per conversion to make this worthwhile, because a return on ad spend of 0.2 is not good. So obviously, when there's only 11 keywords here, it limits the data that you can have. I wouldn't target 11 keywords with a $30 daily budget unless they're very popular or expensive keywords. So that is how I use the Google Keyword Planner. I will come up with over here with my saved keywords, keywords that I'm not targeting within my campaign yet. And you can do this whether you have an active campaign or a brand new campaign. You want to use the Keyword Planner to come up with those new keyword and landing page ideas so we can start building out more landing pages, creating more ad groups, and it gives us new keywords to target. So you can also, if we come back over here, the last thing I want to go over real quick, if we click on Discover New Keywords, start with a website, and we do beachfrontdecor.com, use the entire website and click on Get Results, they will give you a lot of relevant keywords for your website. This gave me 734 keywords. So one thing you could always do is start with average monthly searches, see if there's any high search volume keywords to make sure that you can target. This is also useful when you're trying to optimize some of your existing content and saying, what page should I work on today? Come down here, say, okay, 2,400 average monthly searches for coastal decor ideas. Let's see how I'm ranking for that keyword. Maybe I can create a new blog post for different coastal decor ideas for people to follow and take advantage of all these average monthly searches. Then maybe we can also send traffic to that page for our Google Ads campaign. So this is also another useful way to find some keywords. And you can see here, this gives us a lot of keywords with a lot of search volume as well, at least specific for my site. My website doesn't have the most search volume here. So get some type of idea of some different keywords that we can target here, learn more about seasonality. There's a lot of reasons to use the Google Keyword Planner when you create your Google Ads campaigns. Now let's get started with creating an actual Google Ads search campaign. I'm not going to go through the process of creating an entire campaign. I will have a Google Ads tutorial coming out within the next week or so, so I'll go through that within my tutorial. But let's come over here back to our Google Ads. And what we can do is we can create a new campaign. So we're going to create a new campaign. Not going to worry too much about all the configuration, but let's say we want to drive sales. So we need to add a new conversion for our sales goal. I don't have my conversion imported in this account yet. That's fine. So we'll click on continue. I will make sure I import my conversion. Click on search, website visits for the way we'd reach our goal. And I generally enter my website here when I'm setting up a campaign or the website for whatever I'm setting it up for. We obviously need to create our conversion action. We will do that later. So we're going to click on continue. Okay, so bidding, what do you want to focus on? So we want to focus on conversions, and that's really what you want to focus on. So we're just going to set the conversions right there, and we're going to click on next. Okay, so now campaign settings. I prefer to separate my search and display network campaigns. Google Ads usually recommends to use display expansion. That's something you can test if you want. I generally don't do that. I like to separate my campaigns by the network where I'm running them. So we'll keep scrolling down, set our location targeting. Let's get to just going to go through here a little bit more. So one thing to note here, broad match keywords. Broad match keywords work with smart bidding to help you reach your campaign goals. Using broad match keywords for your entire campaign ensures consistency, provides access to additional settings such as brand restrictions. We're going with off at this point. So we're not using broad match keywords for our entire campaign, and we're going to click on next. Now we're creating our first ad group. This is going to be the same thing we're doing for every single ad group we create. The one caveat I have about that is if you're targeting a keyword like beach bedding, you may want to target the exact match keyword. However, if you're keeping close eye on your campaign, and if you're targeting things like beach bedding, beach comforters, beach duvet covers, you should be able to target them as phrase match keywords in separate ad groups without having too much overlap. If you're seeing overlap and maybe all those keywords are going right into your beach bedding sets ad group, then what you can do is set up an exact match ad group. Sometimes you can use exact match ad groups for your brand campaign. So there's some different ways to target exact match keywords to kind of keep your campaign organized. If you target phrase match keywords throughout, just keep in mind the overlap that may happen between several ad groups that are targeting very similar keywords like beach crib bedding, beach kids bedding, beach bedding sets. So you want to kind of know which keywords you're targeting in each of your ad groups. Keep things as organized as possible so people are seeing relevant ads and relevant landing pages. So coming back over to Google Ads, let's start here. So we're going to say Google Ads can find keywords for you by scanning a web page or seeing what's working for similar products or services. Since we already added our URL at the beginning of the campaign creation process, as we come down here, they pull in a ton of different keywords based on our URL. So you can put add more keywords here and click on apply all. We're not going to be doing that. If we click on apply all, it's going to add all of these keywords to our ad group. So that's not what we want to do. So what we want to do is we want to come up to the top here. The example I'm going to be using, because it's such a kind of a good example in my opinion, is Over here, I have mermaid area rugs. Okay, so let's say I'm creating an ad group for mermaid area rugs. We come back over and we do a quick Google search for mermaid area rugs. You're going to see there are some shopping ads at the very top of these search results. We keep coming down here, and then under here for sponsored, Amazon, Wayfair, mermaid area rugs, mermaid area rugs. Keep scrolling down, and I actually have the 4th place here. So doing pretty well for the organic keyword. Let's try to drive some paid traffic to our website. So what you want to do is first, right here, enter products or services to advertise. So I'm just going to enter mermaid area rugs. And what we're going to do is click on Get Keyword Suggestions and get all of the keyword suggestions here. The very first thing we want to start with, okay, these aren't the keywords I want. So we'll get rid of these keywords here. And we're going to click on Update Keyword Suggestions one more time and make sure we enter the right landing page this time. So when you're doing Get Keyword Suggestions, make sure you enter the right landing page along with the keyword here. Come back over to, make sure we do that. Okay, so we have our landing page, we have our main keyword here that we're going to be targeting, and click on Get Keyword Suggestions. You could also just do this with a landing page or just do it with keywords. So these are the keywords they recommend for us: mermaid area rugs, mermaid outdoor rugs, mermaid bedroom rugs, outdoor again, and throw rugs. Now, seeing a keyword like this and a keyword like this are the same exact thing to me. Doesn't matter the order of the words. So we have mermaid area rugs, and then let's just add mermaid rugs. These 5 keywords will be more than enough to match hundreds and hundreds of searches. To make them phrase match keywords, you got to put quotes around every single keyword that we're targeting. Okay, so this would be our first ad group, and we can name our ad group at the top here. We could do mermaid area rugs. And this is how you're going to do keyword research for Google Ads. So this is really the process that I use. Understand the keyword match types. You list your landing pages and the page titles for your Google Ads campaign so you know where you're sending traffic to. This will really help as you're creating campaigns. Use the Google Keyword Planner to come up with a bunch of new keyword and landing page ideas. What I'll generally do is I'll have a spreadsheet like this with page title, landing page URL. Over on the right-hand side, I will generally do an export of my data from the Google Keyword Planner and just paste all of those keywords over here. Just over here, put new keywords, and as I am creating new pages on my website, this is a great spot to go to be like, okay, here are the 100 keywords I found that I can create pages for that I can also add into our Google Ads campaign. So coming back over to our Google Ads account, this would be my first ad group. We would be targeting these 5 keywords, sending traffic to this landing page, keeping things organized. So as you're setting up your advertisements, the other thing you want to do is use these different headlines that are related to the keywords you're targeting, and then create all sorts of different headlines that are related to other types of beach area rugs, shop the best area rugs. You could do things like free shipping over $50. So mix and match your headlines, your description lines, and make sure you're using assets as well to create the best possible advertisements, the most relevant advertisements. Then all you have to do when you're creating your next ad group, and this may seem like it's going to take a lot of time, and creating a great campaign really does take some time. When you're creating your next ad group, just come over here and let's say it's just going to be shark bedding sets this time. So get rid of this keyword. We're going to say shark bedding sets, and we are going to copy and paste. Oh, got the wrong thing. Our landing page URL here. So landing page URL, we have our keyword here, update our keyword suggestions, replace these current keywords. Yes. So obviously we didn't launch the first ad group, but I'm just giving you an idea of the process you want to take to find keywords for your Google Ads campaign. Okay, so now we got all of these keywords related to shark bedding sets, and this is again where I would take some of these keywords out. Any of the keywords that I'm not using that I still think are relevant for my website, like a shark bed sheets, copy that keyword, come over to your spreadsheet and paste it right with your list of your Google Keyword Planner keywords. But what I would do is I would come through here and say, okay, I don't have a shark comforter set page on my website. So maybe that's something that we add over here. For right now, if somebody's looking for shark comforters, if they see an ad with shark bedding sets, it would still be plenty relevant for that person. So we could still target shark comforter here. Shark bed sheets, I'm not going to target, but let's say we do shark comforter. Let's get rid of the sizes here. So we have a shark comforter, and let's do, okay, so you'll see a lot here with different sizes, and these are things you can add eventually, but if you're targeting keywords like shark bedding, shark duvet cover, shark quilts, shark comforter, all of those will also match all of these other keywords as well. So you really don't need to add them as separate keywords. If you want to do that, you can. Keywords that I would end up targeting in this ad group would be, okay, so these 5 keywords here: shark bedding, shark comforters, shark duvet covers, shark bedding sets, shark bedspreads. These 5 keywords will match more than enough search terms so we don't have to worry about volume. So then I would come down to the bottom, create a relevant ad for our shark bedding area group, or shark bedding ad group. So this is basically how I do keyword research. Last but not least is we're going to use the Google Ads search terms report to come up with new keyword ideas. You can also obviously use it for your negative keyword ideas. I'm not going to go through negative keywords in this video right now, but as of right now, you should have a good understanding of Google Ads keyword match types. You should understand how to come up with your list of landing pages, page titles, the main keywords that you're going to be targeting for your Google Ads campaign. Use that Google Keyword Planner for new keyword and landing page ideas. Use the Google Ads campaign keyword tool while you're building campaigns. And then let's look at the Google Ads search terms report. Give you a quick example one more time before we look at the search terms report. Now let's say quickly a company contacts you, like this company here that offers tax services. And they're saying, we want to start Google Ads campaign and we don't know where to get started. The first thing you're probably going to have to do is not only do some research about their business, but you're going to have to do some keyword research. So where do you get started? The best place to start is on a services page. This is their services page for all the different tax services they offer. So within the services page, federal tax, you're going to see there's going to be some keywords right here: federal tax compliance, federal tax consulting, federal tax services. These are some of the different keywords that you can pull directly from the website of the client that you're working with. Then you have, for example, private client tax. So with here, you're going to see gift tax planning, gift tax administration, gift tax services, income tax services, income tax planning, trust accounting, and then maybe you have something like estate planning. So if they don't have a separate landing page on their website for estate planning, that's where you'd want to say, okay, we don't want to send all of our traffic to this really broad private client tax service page. You're going to see learn more. We'll bring you to that page. What we want to do is we want to create a custom estate planning page, tell them what our services are, make sure they can easily contact us from that page with our phone number, with a form, with a chat, whatever it may be, because we want to get people on our page. They need to quickly understand why they should choose us for this specific service, and then they should quickly be able to contact us. That is the ultimate thing that we're trying to do with Google Ads. So if Expedia says, we need you to come up with a huge list of keywords for us, where you would want to start is by saying, okay, let's start with the destinations. So they have beach destinations here, but ultimately what you're looking for right here is going to be a Los Angeles hotel search. So when you're targeting keywords, Los Angeles hotels, Los Angeles vacations, Los Angeles rentals, Los Angeles vacation packages. And you can find all of those keywords by going to the keyword planner. And that's where you would kind of come up with ideas for, okay, let's do a page of Los Angeles hotels. Let's do a page of Los Angeles rentals. And then we will link out to all of those different hotels, all of those different rentals. Whatever people are looking for, you need to bring them to that page. So those would be the keywords that we're targeting. If it's Miami vacations, Miami hotels, then you may be able to create ad groups like luxury Miami hotels. So those would be some of the different ways that I would go about looking at a client's website is what services are they offering? What pages are actually bringing them business? Those are the pages where you want to send traffic to. The page of Los Angeles hotels on Expedia probably books thousands of rooms every single day. So that is the page where you want to send traffic to when people are actively searching for Los Angeles hotels. To finish off with our search terms report example, so we're going to come over here. First things first, I ran this test probably last year, but we have farmhouse curtains, a phrase match keyword, farmhouse curtains, the broad match keyword, and then farmhouse curtains, the exact match keyword. So I've opened each of these ad groups, and you can see here, so I actually removed some of these keywords, but this one right here is the broad match keyword, and for this ad group, this keyword got all of the clicks and impressions. So it's my farmhouse curtains broad match. Then I have phrase match. This is still here, phrase match keyword. This got the majority of clicks and impressions, so it has the most data. And then we have farmhouse curtains exact match, only 200 impressions, 32 clicks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the search terms for all three of these. So let's start with broad match and click on the search terms real quick. So using broad match here and looking at the keywords that actually drove clicks, or these search terms that actually drove clicks. So country curtains, farmhouse curtains, the ones at the top are usually going to be relevant. Then as we come down here, drapes from Pottery Barn, tie curtains in middle, So we keep coming down here. Amish style curtains, bear drapes, bedroom curtain ideas 2021, Belk curtains and valances, boho curtains, blue and cream valances. There's all sorts of keywords in here I don't want to target. Bryce check curtain, Boscov's living room curtains. These are keywords that I don't want to be targeting. This is why I'm not a huge fan of broad match keywords. It's also a lot of things where I would have to come in here and add a lot of different negative keywords, and I only have 1,000 impressions here. So to show you the example from a phrase match ad group. So if we scroll down here, the main keywords that are driving clicks: farmhouse curtains, curtains for living room, farmhouse style curtains, country style curtains, vintage farmhouse. These are all really relevant keywords that I have no problem targeting. And I think these are really good keywords for me to target within this campaign. White farmhouse curtains, rustic farmhouse kitchen curtains. Now the main thing is making sure people can get to my page and actually quickly find what they're looking for. So this is where you can also use your search terms report to say, okay, shabby chic farmhouse curtains, 240 impressions, 21 clicks. Maybe this is a keyword where we want to target this with our SEO as well. So we create a product category on our page for shabby chic farmhouse curtains. We take this keyword here and set up its own ad group. So that's a great way to actually come up with a different keyword to target. So that's where you kind of want to pull keywords from, is at the very top here. So country style curtains, that would be a keyword that I can target. Now, last but not least, let's look at our exact match ad group. So within exact match, you're going to see the most relevant keywords. Now, pretty similar to phrase match, but most of these are going to contain the keyword farmhouse in all of them. So farmhouse curtains, farmhouse, best for living room. So you're basically just can come up with a ton of ideas for long tail keywords here. The one benefit of looking at the search terms report is you can find all sorts of keyword ideas for your business. So with exact match keywords, most of them are just coming in through that exact search term. But with phrase match, you can see a lot of them come in through that exact search term, but there's also plenty more down here, and it's much easier to manage your negative keywords. So broad match keywords, I would really only recommend for really large advertisers who are willing to spend some money on a keyword like IKEA curtains, 44-cent click. People are going to accidentally click on my ad and say this is an IKEA and click off right away. That's why I really prefer to use phrase match keywords. So hopefully this video has been helpful. You can start pulling out some of these keywords and coming up with some new ad groups. And then what you can also do is take some of these keywords here and add them as negative keywords if they're not something you want to target. Plenty of examples of those in the broad match example. So coming back over here to our 5-step process: understand keyword match types, list your landing pages where you're sending traffic, use the Google Keyword Planner to find new keyword and landing page ideas, and use that built-in Google Ads campaign keyword tool while you're building your campaigns. Last but not least, use the search terms report to come up with new keyword ideas, and you can also come up with negative keyword ideas. So hopefully this has all been helpful for coming up with keywords for your Google Ads campaigns. This is my Google Ads keyword research video. Thank you for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.